So the first question I got on the post that I made was, what habit do I want to replace? I think that's what it was. I wrote them on my receipt. And why? So for me, it would be procrastinating. And it's crazy because I think this happens to all of us, right? And honestly, I hope you can hear me. You know what? I'm just gonna take this off because the last time I've recorded videos using this hands-free set, you guys cannot hear anything. So I'm just gonna, let's see. Hold on a second. I'm gonna take this off. The habit I want to replace is procrastination, because I go through phases where I'm like, I got this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I do the stuff, and then this is me being real and honest with you, and then life happens. I homeschool my son, and there are days where I feel like it's impossible for me to do things that I promise myself. Not that it's impossible, it's because I leave them, I should say that, I leave them to the last minute. So I've learned to, there's an audio that a friend of mine shared with me years ago, and it's a book, I think it's by Brian Tracy, and it's called Eat That Frog. And this book tells you to do things that you don't like as soon as possible. So this is something that I'm working on, doing things that I don't like as soon as I can, because I find that if I don't, then they don't get done. So that would be the one habit that I'm really working on. So you let me know in the comments, what's the habit you're working on that you want to let go of or maybe improve. And then the second question, let me grab my receipt, my notepad. The second question was, what's your favorite thing in your self-care routine? Ooh, I love this one. So lately, for the past I would say since May, no, not since May, since April or March has been meditation. And it's so wild. I don't know if you are somebody that meditates. Let me know, do you meditate? What's your thing? Do you pray? Because both of those are similar, because it's all about setting an intention. So my favorite thing right now is meditation, and I've seen how powerful this is. For example, on Friday, I had so much, and this is why I postponed the video, and I'm at a point where I'm learning to be okay with saying, you know what, this is not gonna work right now, and I'm gonna do it at this time, right? Whereas before, I would be so stressed out and whatnot. So anyway, going back to meditation, on Friday, I had such a crazy day. And most of the time I meditate 3 times a day. First thing in the morning when I wake up, and then in the afternoon when Connor takes a nap, and then right before I go to bed. So that's how my meditation schedule is. And I do guided meditations, and I hear fire trucks or emergency vehicles or whatever. And I do this every day. And then sometimes I fit in 4 meditations. And my head was achy. I had the worst sinus pain. And I've realized that since I started meditating, if I'm stressed out or I'm taking on too much and not making the time to take a deep breath and ground myself, then I have all these pains around my body. And it's wild. Like I said, on Friday, my sinuses were killing me. And I also had pain. I don't remember. Oh, my left knee. That's what I feel too. My left knee was also hurting really bad. And then I did my 10-minute meditation or 11-minute meditation. And I swear, as soon as I started doing that, I started feeling so much better. That's one thing it's non-negotiable. I don't, not that I don't care, but I'm going to say this. I don't care what's going on. It has to be done. Meditation is like number 1 on my list, because it helps me just ground and connect and be present, because as I said, I homeschool, and then I also have all the other things that I'm doing and my business that I run, and being with a child all day at home and doing all these activities with him, I get tired. I'm human, right? I get tired, I get frustrated, I get sad, overwhelmed, all the emotions, but I refuse to let myself live there. And that's why for me, meditation is the best thing for me. So you have to find out what works for you as well, and stick with it. And then the other question was, what do I do to keep myself motivated? Before, back in the day, I always thought that I needed motivation to do things. And then I got to a point where I was not motivated anymore. And then I started reading, and one of my mentors a few years ago bought me a book, and it's called what's that book called? Oh my gosh, I'll have to just put book in the comments. This way when I get home I can look it up, and I have the book. I'll post a picture. But I started reading this book, and it's about habits, and then I realized that, you know what, nobody needs motivation, because like I said, motivation, you'll get to a point where your motivation dips, and then you stop doing things because you're not motivated anymore. So the best thing for me is creating habits, creating things, little things. And this is something too that I do in my coaching program, where I encourage habits, like doing little things at a time, and like doing small things that are going to lead you to big things. And this is why sometimes, even when I'm looking at all these beautiful flowers, I'll show you when I'm done. This is why when I talk about, if you feel like you don't have time to move your body, just walk around your house for 5 minutes. Or even if the 5 minutes feels like it's a lot, then start. This might sound crazy. There's research that they did a long time ago. I don't know where I learned about this. I don't remember who mentioned it, but they were saying that there was somebody, so this personal trainer, what did they do? So they were working with a client, and what they did with that client, they encouraged the client to get dressed every day, like wear their workout clothes, like they were going to the gym, and they were not even going out for a walk or anything. That's what they were doing to get them into the sun is coming out, yay, to get them into the routine of that thing of doing, right? Because it's the doing that gets it gets hard, it gets complicated, it gets to a point where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like this. But if you can learn or just master the habits, then you don't have to worry about motivation. And that's where I am right now, to answer your question, Leanne. I think you were the one that asked that question. You have to figure out, what is your goal, what do you want to do, and then ask yourself, what habits do I need to be able to master this to a point where it feels effortless, right? Where you don't have to think about it and to overthink it, and just like all the things that our brain will do, because your brain is used to, I'm not saying your brain, I'm just talking about the brain is used to comfort. If something doesn't feel comfortable, then the brain is going to be like, no, hell no, I don't want to do this. So it's about mastering the habit. Those habits in turn lead you to getting things done, even when you don't feel like doing them. And then the last question was, how do you curb starving after a workout? Anytime you do, I love talking about listening to our bodies, and I did the mindfulness challenge. That'll be something too that you can go back and listen to again, because it's gonna help you out. But you know what I'm gonna say is, you gotta listen to your body, because your body will tell you what you need, right? If you finish your workout and your body is hungry, it's telling you that it needs food, you have to feed it. So my favorite things that I eat after I work out, bananas. I know some people don't like bananas, but you want to make sure that you fuel with carbs. And carbs, when I'm talking about carbs, I'm talking about, you can do your fruits, eat watermelon, have a banana, eat potatoes, because those are things, I love potatoes. You can do sweet potatoes, steamed stuff, but you gotta listen to what your body is telling you What are you feeling? Are you hungry? And I just lost my train of thought because I'm looking at all these beautiful flowers on the ground. Feel your body, and I can send you, I think I did send you, let me know, Celeste, because this is your question, if you got the recipes. I do have recipes in there of things that you can do. You can always make, if it's available to you, you can make yourself a smoothie with bananas. If you do protein, if that's your thing, you can add protein in there. You can do, I don't do protein because I've had so many issues with protein, so I don't add, when I say I don't do protein, I don't do the powder. I get my protein from the food that I eat. So banana, you can do berries. I'm huge on berries, like blueberries, wild blueberries. And then you can also do some veggies in there. You can throw in some spinach and some stuff. Like I said, I have recipes that I sent to you, and if you didn't get them, you can message me again and I'll send them to you. So that's my tip to you, that you always have to listen to your body. And with that being said, you want to fuel. The magic word here is fuel your body. You are giving your body the things that we need. And I know that sometimes we crave, and it's normal. I have cravings too. But after you work out, you want to give your body the right things that it needs, like the carbs, the sugars, the glucose, as I said, from your fruits, right? And your vegetables. So I hope I answered all the questions, and thank you so much for continuing to help me serve you, because that's my mission. And I promised you I was going to show you. I'll walk over here and show you the flowers. Yeah, that's my mission. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to. You can put the questions in this live video. Well, it's going to be a recording, and I can answer them for you. And then I'll make a post again this week. And I promise to get to the video before the end of the week, because I want to do these every day for you. But hold on a second. And then I'm going to be doing the challenge. So if you're joining us for the walking challenge, look at this. Mother Nature is amazing. Look at all these beautiful colors. We're doing the walking challenge. It starts tomorrow, and I'll post the details in there. Look at that. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. All the things. Well, have a wonderful day. I'll let you go because this is turning into a super long video. Let me know if you need. So this is where we are, and I'm grounding. I feel so good now. And the boys are over there. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye.